Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome
Mr. June Andre L. Pia.
According to Christian Larson, take pride in how far you have come and have faith in how far you can go. To our guest speaker, Mr. Rovic E. Perocho, Schools Division Superintendent Dr. Roy Angelo Gazo, School Head Dr. Christopher M. Magdo, co-faculty, parents, and candidates for completion. A pleasant morning and welcome to our 5th Moving Up ceremony of Iligan City National High School, Palau Annex, with a theme, Sulong Edukalidad, Pagtataguyod sa Kinabukasan ng Bayan. To officially begin our program, let us have the processional march. standing for the singing of the Philippine National Anthem, to be followed by the invocation, the regional hymn, and the division hymn.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Bayang magiliw, perlas ng silanganan, alab ng puso, sa dibdib mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, duyan ka ng magiting, sa manluluping, di ka pasisiil, sa dagat at bundok, sa simoy at sa langit mong bughaw, may dilagang tula at awit sa paglayang minamahal. Ang kislat ng watawat mo'y tagumpay na nagniningning, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pag may di magdidilim. Lupa ng araw ng luwalhati pagsinta, buhay ay langit sa piling mo. Aming ligaya na pag may mang-aapi, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
My heart is so proud, my mind is so unfocused. I see the things you do through me as great things I have done, and now you gently break me and lovingly you take me and hold me as my Father and mold me as my Maker. I ask you, how many times will you pick me up when I keep on letting you down? And each time I will fall short of your glory, how far will forgiveness abound? And you answer, my child, I love you. And as long as you're seeking my face, you walk in the power of my daily sufficient grace. At times I may grow weak and feel a bit discouraged, knowing that someone somewhere could do a better job. For who am I to serve you? I know I don't deserve you, but that's the part that burns in my heart and keeps me hanging on. I ask you, how many times will you pick me up when I keep on letting you down? And each time I will fall short of your glory, how far will forgiveness abound? And you answer, my child, I love you. And as long as you're seeking my face, you walk in the path of my daily sufficient grace. You are so patient with me, Lord. As I walk with you, I'm learning what your grace really means. The price that I could never pay was paid at Calvary. So instead of trying to repay you, I'm learning to simply obey you by giving up my life to you for all that you've given to me. I
sa miyang Mindanao mabuhay, himahal namong natawan. Mauswagon masigla kung malipayon, pagpano sa katahon. Magkapiling kaning kasing-kasing, ang kabanaan o kamalipayon. Isa kanunay gugma ang magpaibabaw, ang kahon sa'yo kanina. Mabuhay ang iyong Mindanao, utang na among natawan. Isag-usap ang kalimar, kami na minahalan. Sa buhat ang katuyuan, simbolo sa kagawasan. Magkabiling na magkahinusa, kadahugan sa tanan. Mabuhay ang iyong Mindanao, utang na among natawan. Isag-usap ang kalimar, kami na minahalay. Sa buhat at katuyuan, simbolo sa kagawasan. Magpabiling na magkahinusa, kadahugan sa tanan. Magpabiling na magkahinusa, kadahugan sa tanan.
Honorable guest speaker, Mr. Robin Escobal Piracho, our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Roy Angedo E. Gazo, our schools in charge, Dr. Christopher M. Magto, teachers, parents, viewers, fellow completers of Batch 2020, a pleasant and wonderful morning. It is strange to speak in front of my phone instead of speaking in front of an actual and live audience, the way this high significance ceremony was done traditionally. But I guess we have a new meaning of a live audience because this is the new normal we are adopting. This dilemma today can stop me from extending my warmest congratulations to my fellow completers of this year's batch. Finally, we've made it. Another milestone in our lives, worth the celebration and thanksgiving. A hallmark of achievement, one step closer to our desired goals in life. I can't help myself from reminiscing our old memories, knowing that this would be my last year. There have been many words used to describe our section during our time. Of all those words, noisiest is the most famous word I heard from the mouth of our teachers. But through those rowdy times, we got to know more about each other. We've strived hard and conquered together all the challenges that would come our way. And today, it is a great honor and pride that once again, we have hurdled the hardships in one of the major chapters of our lives. All the stress, hard work, and sleepless nights are all worth it. On behalf of the completers of Batch 2020, I would like to acknowledge and recognize the people behind our success. Without them, we could not have surely made it here. My heartfelt gratitude to all the parents out there for the perseverance and diligence in supporting and motivating us in times of needs and difficulties. I know that thank you is never enough to recompense all the sacrifices and laborious efforts that you have exerted. But rest assured, we will and we can. My huge salute also to all the teachers of ICNHS Palau ANNEX who labored hard for our success, for the efforts and tenacity in teaching us not only the useful skills and knowledge, but also the good values which we all need to embody. You will always be part of our success, because without you, we should have not become what we are today, equipped and ready to face tougher and more complicated challenges of senior high school. Furthermore, I would like to thank my squad for being part of my wonderful journey here in junior high, for making me believe that true friends do really exist. And to my classmates, thank you for completing my high school life. I will always cherish the memories, the laughters, and the heartaches. As Vivian Green said, life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass. It's about learning how to dance in the rain. My dear fellow completers, I urge you to let this current situation we are facing right now push you to improve yourselves in all areas of your life. May we all be able to surmount inevitable trials and difficulties in the near future. If we were able to survive them in the past, then it will be never impossible to overcome future challenges. In all circumstances, whether it is good or bad, we should always be grateful. In that way, we can never lose sight of our purpose, and we will be able to say, we will, we can, and we made it. With that said, I welcome you all to Iligan City National High School, Palau Annex 5th Moving Up Ceremony. Thank you very much. Once again, good morning.
Thank you so much, Ms. Lourdes Tanyan. To present to us the candidates for completion, let's call on our energetic school head, Dr. Christopher M. Magno. This will then be confirmed by our dedicated Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Roy Angelo E. Gazo.
For Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Roy Angelo E. Gazo, I have the honor to present to you 132 candidates for completion for the school year 2019-2020, of which 71 are male and 61 are female. They are successfully and satisfactorily completed the academic requirements set by the Department of Education. They are now ready to receive their confirmation.
Good day everyone. Maayong iligan sa tanan. I am Roy Angelo Gazo, your Schools Division Superintendent. By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Secretary of Education, and upon the recommendation of your school principal, Dr. Christopher Magno, that the 132 completers for junior high school have satisfactorily completed the requirements set by the Department of Education. It is my distinct honor and privilege to confirm you completers this school year 2019-2020. Congratulations.
Alikaway, John Michael M. Amantiad Carl N. He is also a perfect attendance awardee, conduct awardee, Red Cross recipient, and Boy Scout awardee. Anticamera Gerson Jr. Pinos Ismael Jr. C. He is also a Red Cross recipient. Campomanes Michael J. B. Condes Condrado Jr. B. Hinilia John Cale Adrian L. He is also a Boy Scout awardee. Herandoy Ruffler, Haji Najib Jalani C. Makahis Jake J. Malazarte Jason O. Mondihar Christian C. Nuevo Emmanuel D. is also a Red Cross recipient and a Boy Scout awardee. Pepito Jericho O. Once Junel A. Roliorata Arvin Kenneth with honors is also a perfect attendance awardee. Rubio Giovanni N. He is also a Boy Scout awardee. Segundino France. Supat John Adrian B. Tenorio Tommy U. is also a Red Cross recipient and a Boy Scout awardee. Vallejo Michael Anthony N. Alcontine Janice S. with honors. She is also a Red Cross recipient. Aquino Liza Whitney B. She is also a Boy Scout awardee. Ardines Chris T. She is also a Boy Scout awardee. Buntilao Nina Alexa D. Cabiles Chrislyn B. Casinilio Bleza Marie L. Daguman Ronalyn M. Gosela Jello N. with honors. She's also best in English, best in math, best in science, best in AP, best in ESP, best in TLE, and best in MAPE. Huge Marsha Jane F. She's also a leadership awardee. Amanda Rosemay G. Miranda Jazz Carol P. Alma Chira A. Paring Evie Key D. She's also a Red Cross recipient. Patagani Krisha May B. She's also a Red Cross recipient. Rones Rinalyn L. with honors. She's also a perfect attendance awardee and also a Red Cross recipient. Salmoro Eliza C. She's also a perfect attendance awardee. Saure Jenna D. Sereño Hannah Mosel D. She's also a contact awardee. Danyan Lauren S. with honors. She's also best in Filipino. Tomakin Veron Marie G. She's also a Red Cross recipient. Villanueva Widalin B. Abes Cantico T. Abes Leo D. Alodino Earl John F. Alulod Lindell M. Bandal Roland B. is also a perfect attendance awardee. Bansag Jerome B. Borling Eugene A. is also a perfect attendance awardee, conduct awardee, and Boy Scout awardee. Briones Lance Nino E. Butcon Chris B. Caballes Jonathan T. Sidulio Mark Lowell A. is also a Boy Scout awardee. Conahap Jesse M. De Lima Giant Lloyd T. is also a Red Cross recipient. De Los Santos Ryan S. General Kent O. Hayao Mark James G. is also a Boy Scout awardee. Logroño Mark Eugene B. Nunez Jericho D. Bagikan Mike Francis is also a Boy Scout awardee. Partulan Ricoyan E. Shalmo Justin D. is also a perfect attendance awardee and a Boy Scout awardee. Sumanoy Jericho D. Sumanoy Mark Anthony S. Timbal Jade F. Abanid Marianelle G. Abes Angelo B. Barsumo Precious Maya F. Bernardo Jean Clarice C. Carpintero Angel R. Celestial Gian V. Galukan Valerie Ann L. Hestopa Anna Jean B. She's also a perfect attendance awardee, conduct awardee, and Boy Scout awardee. Pano Rochelle Ann. She's also a Boy Scout awardee. Ricostudio Nina Yu. She's also a Boy Scout awardee. Sabaiton Crystal Jane. She's also a Red Cross recipient. Sakabin Jenna Lu M. Solano Shikaina Lu R. is also a perfect attendance awardee and Boy Scout awardee. Soom Aravila May C. Susmiran Micah J. Tanyanya Llewellyn S. Timba Janine F. Amakin Robert A. Andam Doyen D. I. Anticamera Jonathan B. Anup Kyle A. Bango Jefferson P. Kababat Windell Jr. S. is also a Boy Scout awardee. Kabading Allen Ray R. Kagula Mailito Ray L. is also a perfect attendance awardee. Kainila Albert Jr. D. Kaling Nilo Jr. D. Kandog Wilfred A. is also a Boy Scout awardee. Kanyete Albert C. Castro Jethro A. Kognahan Christian J. T. is also a Boy Scout awardee. De Gracia Ariel L. Iyana John Paul S. Jaime Giselle B. Jaime Neil M. is also a Red Cross recipient and a Boy Scout awardee. Magabilin Richard M. Nasol Miguel E. Pasco Ram E. Plata Jade D. Quezon Christian Philip A. is also a conduct awardee and Boy Scout awardee. Samson Jade B. Segundino Fernando Luis. Tenyahora Stephen J. M. Barwado Judian A. She's also a Red Cross recipient and a Boy Scout awardee. Binauro Kim B. Buntuyan Christine Marie E. Quario Bernadette O. Quario Christine O. Daligdig Maricel. De Los Santos Hazel G. Enanor Glyza. She is also a perfect attendance awardee. Fernandez Jenny Rose D. She is also a conduct awardee. Lorraine Jan Marie A. Francis Leslie F. Garcia Chichil P. Hayao Mary Jane G. Hunsay Genevieve S. Makabuhat Neika. Montisilio Kate Jean D. Pangkatan Jenhana D. Roquero Anna Rose V. Sanchez Ed Sinelin Y. Sumalpong Archie Ann S. Tambos Jessel K. C. Tinay Francine Faye L. And Valencia Rose Divine B.
My warmest greetings and congratulations to the graduates and completers of the school year 2019-2020. Graduation and moving up ceremonies are significant occasions of the graduates and completing learners, as these mark the milestones of your educational achievement. May these occasions inspire you to study harder for the fulfillment of your dreams and aspirations. Life may constantly offer you challenges, but you have to forge on. I salute the teachers, our unsung heroes, for molding the minds of our Filipino youth and producing among these learners the much-needed knowledge and competencies under the K-12. Hours may be long and the prescribed duties may be exhausting, but shaping the future of this youth will definitely improve their lives. To the parents, we thank you for your sacrifices in attending to the needs of your children. Your guidance and support have helped build their confidence in themselves. You have exerted a powerful influence on their overall development. The theme of this year's end of school year rides, Sulong Edukalidad, championing the nation's future, is consistent with the department's call for national effort towards quality basic education. We constantly strive to institute reforms in our educational system to ensure that you become globally competitive and able to meet the demands of the fourth industrial revolution. DepEd is committed to providing you with 21st century skills through the delivery of quality, accessible, relevant, and liberating basic education. Again, congratulations! Sama-sama tayo sa pagsulong ng edukalidad. Mabuhay!
Thank you so much. Let's be inspired this morning by someone who will share to us his remarkable life. But before that, please allow me to introduce our guest speaker. He is Editor-in-Chief of SIDLAC, the official student publication of College of Education, MSU IIT, school year 2018-2019. Feature writer of Silahis, the official student publication of MSU IIT, school year 2017-2018. A graduate of Bachelor of Secondary Education, major in Mathematics at MSU Iligan Institute of Technology with the Latin honor of Magna Cum Laude. Ladies and gentlemen, our guest speaker, Mr. Rovic Escobar Perocho.
A pleasant day to all community members of Iligan City National High School, Palao ANNEX. It is a great privilege to speak and address our 5th batch of completers in this moving up ceremony. I would like to first commend the organizing committee of this virtual ceremony, the faculty and staff of the school, for making every student's dreams and hopes be highly possible, despite of what we are currently facing today. And to you, our dear students, or should I say completers, for paving your ways up until now and this far. It is duly right for me to say congratulations and job well done. It is not a coincidence for you to witness your moving up ceremony through virtual means. The lessons that have been taught for the last 4 years in high school has not yet ended. The present situation would remind us that we still have a lot to learn, may it be in the next grade level or in how we cope with our day-to-day life, especially now. We still have a lot to learn in the coming future that would shape us and even mold us to become better versions of ourselves. Our beloved Department of Education has always emphasized the importance of becoming a lifelong learner. And remember that we all look up to all of you as the nation's future. Our nation envisions to raise champions from among you, champions who are confident to struggle and succeed in life. Let me tell you a story of an aspiring young man who once asked if it is possible for him to become a champion as well. Now, as we experience this pandemic, perhaps we say that we have a difficulty championing in life. In a similar manner like that person on that story, personal constant struggle, pretty much like the pandemic, was presented in front of him. And that is why I am compelled to share to you the letters from the word COVID. Yes, you heard that right. COVID is my mnemonic to remember the important actions to build our path to be champions of our goals. Starting off with the first letter, C, communicate. Communication, the human connection, is the key to personal and career success. That's a line from Paul Mayer. We always connect to our classmates, even before this pandemic. Our connection was present, and that helps us to actually communicate our thoughts, feelings, and actions. When we do dramas inside the classroom, we always communicate, making it a successful one. When we have questions about our assignments, we always communicate so that we will know how to answer it as well on our own. And we always had that. And to continue doing that is a great challenge starting now. Growing through social media as our form of connecting with one another these days, we are to communicate still what we might know so that others get to learn from us. And that is the challenge for you. For some of us who finds it difficult to communicate online, we have our families to start that with. When we talk to our families, they are strengthening our line of communicating to people and to speak up, especially when we have problems of our own. Do not be afraid to communicate, because the more you keep that to yourself, the less we are to learn something new. And with social media, voicing out our thoughts in a positive and clear manner would help that to be developed. I repeat, in a positive and clear manner, because we want to communicate effectively rather than messing things up, to help, because that's what a responsible student like us should do. And the second letter is O. And with this challenge, we ought to overcome the barriers that are currently in front of us. We are strong enough to use our knowledge to conquer the challenges head on. And we don't develop courage by being happy every day. We develop it by surviving difficult times and challenging adversity. You are meant to face it now that the difficult time has arrived. And we have different ways to overcome it, different aspects to face it. Physical, mental, or spiritual aspect. But always remember that you are an overcomer. You made it this far, and you will also make it through in the future. And start with simple steps, or even a single step. Then go with what is possible to do. And then later on, you will realize that you are already doing what was previously impossible. And I tell you, the beginning would be always the hardest part of overcoming something. So it is where our hearts and effort should be poured on all out. And we are just starting with our journey. So take heart. There is already an account that one has even overcome the world, and that is God in the flesh of a man, audaciously saying that I have overcome the world. And that's something that we also want to do. And by the time that you overcome something, the third letter, you will find the value. From Jim Rohn, quote unquote, the major value in life is not what you get, the major value in life is what you become. Value what you have overcome because that is learning, and that is a very important life aspect. We do not want to focus on what we currently have, but on what we will become in the future. Soon, if you stumble down, overcome by standing again, and then value what happened. We've been down on our knees a lot of times. Some of our parents may have been called to school, a little problems with our grades, and maybe not in good terms with one of our classmates before, but look at that now and see where that went. Value those and cherish every bit of those because what you have become now will help what you will be in the future. But remember to value the right thing, to value more of the others than of ourselves. Because we do not want to become selfish in the eyes of the others or in the eyes of our parents and look like we haven't been to school for the past few years. So always be at the service of others to value every right thing but ourselves. To be selfless rather than to be selfish. Because of the strong call to communicate, overcome, and value, and in order to attain this, we need to become persistent. Persistent in what? Persistent to invest. We encounter a lot of fake news lately, and that is one of the challenges now. You have invested before time to study in school, and the school invested for your future. Now, isn't that amazing? We think that our school is investing in us a short amount of time, but actually no, it's for a lifetime. So, in response, you should continually invest in yourself, in studying, learning, and acquiring new skills that are essential for you to have. Because learning is the best investment. No matter how much knowledge you give to somebody or use it for your own, you will never actually lose it. And I tell you, education is the most powerful investment in our future. Invest with something that could not be taken from us and can impact our lives. I was once given the sight to invest my time in helping my dad in a rice farm that we are paid to take care of. And I had to decide at that time what could be a better investment in the long run. To help my family, now with limited things that I can do, or be educated and unlock more opportunities in the future. Of course, it had to be the second one. But I was still helping my family by availing scholarships that I could avail of. It was a good investment, I must say, and it shaped me to what I am today. With all this stated, communicate, overcome, value, invest. The last thing you should probably never forget is D, drive. You are the captain of your own ship, and you are the master steerer of your own will. Never be static nor stagnant. Always hop in your wheels of your dreams. But be consistent in your path on where you really wanted to go. And I assure you, you will really get to your destination. There are a lot of redirection to make, and also there are a lot of turns to take, but it's part of the track. And just again, never lose sight of your goal. And along with that road that you are driving, challenges, trials, and hardships will come to face you. So face it as well, head on. Perseverance is the key to that. Persevere no matter how rough that road is. Just don't stop to drive it. Be strong because our God, or Allah, is strong. And be faithful because everything boils down into a prayer. Going back to that story, that person or man is referring to me. I also have a pandemic of my own when I was at your age. I experienced an uncontrolled electrical disturbance in my brain, which later turned out to be a neurological disorder. And at first, it was devastating to know and to hear about it, thinking I may not be able to continue studying because there is something in my brain that I cannot control, or in worst case scenario, my memory would be lost. It occurred to me 4 times already, and to recover from it is a long-term process. I am still facing that challenge today, but despite of that, it does not stop me from achieving my dreams of becoming a teacher and a researcher one day. I communicate what I learned, overcome this challenge, value every bit of it, investing time to learn and dream more and drive all of that to my destination. Every one of you is an overcomer with a strong dedication to help each of our families in the future. So persevere, padayon, og lahutay. Once again, congratulations completers of batch 2020 and may God bless us all.
Amazing Mr. Robic Perocho for inspiring us. This morning, someone will express her gratitude for all her success. Please help me welcome Miss Jello Engosela with honors.
To our honorable guest speaker, Mr. Rovic Escobar Perecho, our school's division superintendent, Dr. Roy Angelo E. Gazo, our school in charge, Dr. Christopher M. Magto, teachers, parents, fellow completers, friends, ladies and gentlemen, a wonderful and blessed morning. Living with fear stops us from taking risks. And if you don't go out in the branch, you're never going to get the best fruit by Sarah Parrish. This quote always brings me back to my personal struggles in the past, particularly how I doubted myself and how my fear of committing mistakes ruined my confidence. A terribly negative mindset which I eventually realized I must correct. Learn from it, then continued moving forward with so much self-trust and great optimism. I can still clearly remember those days when I used to question my capabilities and battled against my fear. It all started back when I was in grade 8. I found it surreal, although was elated, when I ranked first in the second grading period at that moment. But what really convinced me that I achieved it was when I saw both of my parents happy and proud, donning my medal on the stage during the culminating performance. It was a big leap indeed in my academic standing, but unable to maintain such and ended up disappointing myself. My parents were still proud, they always have been ever since. But I felt really bad because I knew I was the one at fault. I let myself get drowned by the leisure I derived from the other things that I forgot my priority, my study. So that was when I made up my mind that I must do something. So, I intensified my involvements in classroom activities, particularly in oral recitations, and volunteered as a leader in almost all performance tasks. Moreover, I usually was the first one to take the challenges given by the teachers to get noticed and stand at the head of the class afterwards. But then again, nervousness would continue to make me numbed, that my hands would shake abnormally and I would sweat bullets. What I usually did each time I lost my confidence was I would remind myself that I was doing all of this not because I have to, but because I can. The result definitely satisfied me. This mental conditioning remains to be a highly effective technique to combat fear, then excel. As a matter of fact, it is what has brought me to where I am right now. There's no denying that I am in the seventh heaven today for the wonderful recognition I have received and for having been given this rare opportunity to speak and be seen by many in this first ever virtual moving up ceremony. I do believe that we are all capable of doing the things we thought we couldn't do. One might say that it is easy for him or her, but for others it is not. If I would be asked, I definitely say it is not, because I've been there and I know how it feels. However, let us not forget that the realization of our aspiration completely lies in us. True, failures are inevitable. They are part of our existence. But what is important in our life's journey is their positive attitude that motivates us to keep going despite all the hindrances, until we succeed with flying colors. With confidence, perseverance, hard work, positivity, and determination, coupled with constant prayers, our dream can be translated into reality. As we close another marvelous chapter of our life, I just want to warmly congratulate all of you, my fellow competitors. We have made it. I also want to take this opportunity to express my gratitude to the people who guided and supported me all the way. To my loving parents, Mama Lotes and Papa Joel, who are always there giving me moral and financial support. The both of you are my inspirations to strive much harder. To my competent teachers who helped me realize my potentials. Thank you for the guidance and the knowledge you have profoundly and patiently instilled in me. Your commitment and dedication to your profession have once again been proven excellent. Will be forever part of our success. To my friends who have become my family, thank you for the memories you shared. Thank you for the lessons, the laughters, and the friendships. You will all be treasured. Lastly, to our Almighty God, thank you for the wisdom you have blessed me. Thank you also for giving me guidance, courage, strength, and most especially for all these wonderful people that are with me in this precious moment. All of this is possible because of your glory. To class 2019-2020, I know that someday we will all fulfill our dreams. I wish you all the best and good luck. Once again, congratulations to all of us. Have a wonderful day ahead.
Thank you so much, Miss Jello and Gusela. At this juncture, let us welcome the completers in their Moving Up song.
I can see it in your eyes that you are restless. The time has come for you to leave. It's so hard to let you go, but in this life I know you have to be who you were made to be. As you step out on the road, I'll say a prayer. Stirring in your soul has left you wondering, should you stay or turn around? Well, just remember that your dreams, they are a promise, that you were made to change the world. So don't let fear stop you now, 'cause this is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again, so let your life begin, 'cause this is not goodbye. It's just I love you to take with you until you're home again. Oh, I know the brightest star above was created by the one who more than we'll ever know, to guide you when you're lost. What started as a still small voice is raging now, and your only choice is to follow who you are. So follow who you are, 'cause this is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again. Is not goodbye. I know we'll meet again, so let your life begin, 'cause this is not goodbye. It's just I love